The camera showed up and Webb said it's good.
Webb said, I got something for that camera right here.
Hot doesn't seem adequate to describe conditions at the 2023 Mathews Pro-Am in Metropolis, Illinois. There are many synonyms, but a few that do a better job of describing the heat at Lake Mermit last weekend include blazing, scorching, sweltering, and steaming.
We're ready to get them.
By some accounts, the heat index hit 118 degrees on Friday.
The amount of humidity here out in the woods is it's very thick.
That's just downright nasty. But is it too hot for archery? Judging by all the arrows shot and the smiles that were smiled at the fifth stop on the 2023 Delta McKenzie ASA Pro-Am Tour, the answer to that seems to be no. 560 archers signed up for the Zebra Bowstrings Team Shoot Thursday, a turnout which the ASA hasn't seen in years. No doubt a big draw for this weekend's team shoot was the opportunity to shoot with Levi Morgan, Dan McCarthy, Cara Kelly, and Emily McCarthy,
Woo, money.
who shot with every archer to cycle through their assigned ranges. That made for some memorable moments for sure.
Yep, that'll work.
The action in the air heated to new heights Friday when the pros hit the ranges for their opening rounds. Drinking water and dealing with greasy hands became as much a part of the game as stroking bonus rings. By the end of their round Saturday, it was clear which archers in the ASA's 6 pro classes were best able to deal with the sweltering conditions on the ranges.
ASA Pro Pressure Point Shootdown.
He never misses.
Super close.
That's not a bad way to start.
No, it's not.
Here we go. We've been in the woods, but we got a little wind here this afternoon.
Yeah, this is going to be a challenge for these archers for so many reasons, but a lot of these guys also have the wind game.
They have it.
They have the wind game.
A stiff wind blew across the open lawn at Fort Massac State Park by the time the women's known pro finalists took the field for the Pro Pressure Point Shootdowns.
Target 1 is Paige Pierce from Red Bluff, California.
In preparation for that win, division leader Paige Pierce switched bows right before the finals so she could shoot skinny arrows that offer less chance for drifting off the mark.
And that's a 10 for Paige right there.
That's a good shot at that in that kind of wind.
That strategy seemed to pay off because Paige shot a score of 2 up on the shoot-down field, which is good enough that there was no need for the last chance archery, last chance arrow.
She had it 1 anyway, and she shoots a 12, of course.
Another win kept Paige perfect on the 2023 ASA season, 5 for 5.
Yeah, that was really stressful. I haven't really shot a hinge in that bad of wind before, so that was an experience, let me tell you what. Those weren't the cleanest shots you've probably ever seen from me, but everybody, when I walked in today, the first 4 people I ran into said, "Ooh, are you ready for the wind later?" And I was like, "No, I'm really not. I don't know how to aim with my 23s in the wind. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it." So I went to the car, I grabbed my target bow, tuned with my Revelations, my skinny arrows. I took my sight off my ASA bow and my whole bar set up and threw it on my target bow and shot some quick marks and came out here and did that.
Called upper, and he smoked the upper.
The senior known pro race wasn't much of a race for the top spot on the podium.
And Tim Gillingham, a relative newcomer to ASA.
Tim Gillingham went into the shootdown with a commanding 14-point lead. With such a lead, you'd think Tim would simply shoot for the middle and coast to victory.
He's got on.
Well, if you think that, you don't know the hammer very well. After shooting an 8 on his second target while gunning for an upper 12, Tim shot at and hit the upper 12 on the next target. He shot a center 10 on his 4th target, which gave him a 12-point lead. The safe play on the 5th target would have been to shoot at the 10.
Went for the 14. Of course he did.
Well, Tim shot at the 14 on the turkey, missing that ring to the right, and took a 5.
Kirk Wild, center punches.
Yeah, that was like what we call clock hands, right?
A 12 by Kirk Wild behind him shrunk Tim's lead to 5 points for the 6th shot.
We still got now Kirk Wild is within 10 points.
That's right.
With that last arrow, Wild shot an 8, meaning the hammer only needed to hit the target to take his 3rd win in a row this year.
When he does the little dip and he hangs on to the shot, and it doesn't get him, that's why
He
I
never
said,
misses.
That's why I said
Every
before the arrow
time.
even hit.
But of course, Tim went for the 14 and hit it inside out.
Plans, 2 plans. I didn't see no plans. I felt pretty good. I mean, and it's always easier when you win it out of the course. You can, you don't have to press so hard. And in this wind, that was pretty tough. I got caught a couple times out there, and I was like, got a little surprises. I actually thought I drained that 14 on that turkey. It must have been a little bit of quartering wind coming across there and got me.
In Women's Pro, Sharon Wallace, who has many, many wins in this division, entered the shoot-down with a slim 3-point lead over Erin McGladdery, who had several ASA Pro-Am finishes but no wins.
From Marsden, Saskatchewan is Erin McGladdery.
The two matched each other shot for shot through 2 ends, but on the third, Sharon shot an 8 while Erin smashed a 12 to take a 1-point lead.
Now she has moved into first place. Look at this, Nathan.
They matched each other again on the 4th arrow, but Erin hit a 12 with her 5th shot to Sharon's 10, adding 2 more points to her lead.
Oh, and she smoked
Yep,
that
she
upper,
called it
and
there.
she called it.
On the 6th and final arrow, Sharon shot an 8, meaning Erin needed to hit an 8 or better to collect her first ASA win, and she center punched the 10 ring.
Yeah, it feels awesome. I had a really good day right from the start. I changed my game plan a little bit this weekend. I decided I'm sick of hitting just below the uppers. I'm going to aim really aggressive all weekend and just see what happens. I've been judging good enough, I figured, to try that game plan, and it worked out.
Over the last 3 tournaments, senior pro Jeff Hopkins has been in rare form. His qualification scores have afforded him comfortable leads heading into the shootdowns. Metropolis was no different as he took a 6-point lead into the finals.
Legend in the game of 3D archery. Been doing this at a high level for a long time.
Hopkins started the round with 2 10s before taking on the javelina, which was the longest target on the field, and he 12'd it.
Jeff got it.
Smashed it.
Got it. My gosh.
On his 4th shot, Hopkins smashed the lower 12, but he forgot to move the upper cone behind him after it was left out front by Tony Tazza, and so he was only awarded a score of 10. Hopkins made up for that on his last shot by smashing another 12 to carry a 10-point lead into the 6th and final arrow, which was only shot by himself and Darren Christianberry. Darren shot a 5, which meant Hopkins didn't have to shoot the last target, but Mike Tyrell said if he hit the turkey in the head, he could give away the target to a young archer in the crowd. Hopkins did just that to claim the turkey for that kid and his 4th win of 2023.
This is pretty cool. I mean, these things are hard to win, and truly blessed when you're able to put it all together and judge well and shoot well and have awesome equipment. And just I'm kind of mesmerized to win 4 out of 5, and let's see if we can make it 5 out of 6.
In Open Pro, Joseph Goza was tied for the lead after day 1 and alone in the lead after day 2. But only 6 points separated 1st from 5th in the division as the shootdown started.
From Henniger, Alabama, shoots for Darton, Joseph Goza.
And Goza has seen leads evaporate in the past. He's in his 14th year shooting Open Pro, but had just 2 wins under his belt over that period, the last of which came in Metropolis in 2017.
Closer to you, I didn't mean to block it.
He's got a pile of 2nds and 3rds though, and it was clear he didn't want to add to that total.
He got that 12.
Goza shot a flawless round in the finals, going 10, 12, 12, 10, 10, 10 to take his first win in 6 years.
He's our champion.
Awesome. I don't know. I was going to be a little braver and shoot a couple 14s, but when I got to the leopard, I didn't really need it. I didn't feel like, so I tried to 12 it, but I hit a 10. So I don't know. I've shot good all weekend. The bow was holding great, seeing good numbers, and it's just all came together this weekend. I never shot an 8.
The known pro shootdowns this year have been dogfights. At the 4 events that preceded Metropolis, 2 were won by archers carrying the lead into the finals, and 2 by someone else.
Yep, that's
Jimmy Lutz set the known pro 40 target record in Foley with a score of 60 up, but then finished the event in third.
It's not going to help his cause.
In Metropolis, Jimmy broke his own 40 target record, posting a score of 66 up. But Brent Platt finished just 2 points behind him after setting the one-day record with a score of 38 up on Saturday.
He came out here and shot a 466 this weekend with a bow he's had less than a week. You know, there's Justin Hanna shot 460. That's previously the best score ever shot. And Brent Platt, 464.
Yeah.
19 of 20 bonus rings today. That is a record for the one day.
In the final shoot-down, everyone was on fire. Of the 29 arrows shot, 15 hit the 14 ring, and another 5 hit the 12 ring.
No, obviously it works. Look at that 14.
4 archers shot well enough to make the last chance archery last chance shot, and all 4 hit 14s.
Got it. Great shot. Got it.
He got it.
He got it.
Did you see how fast he was?
Lutz was one of them, and he made good on that record score by taking his first ever ASA known pro win.
I was more nervous out there than I probably ever have been.
That's awesome.
It was, I finally got the monkey off my back and won one of these. I'm just super excited. And first shoot with Mathews, it was just perfect.
You know, I was watching you draw back, and when that pin hit that 14 ring, you must have just said, it's time to go, and you smashed that thing.
Yeah, I think Tim would call it a drive-by. It went way too quick for me to really know.
But
I just saw my pin on the mark.
But what we call it is a win.
Yeah.
That's
yes.
exactly right.
Great. Keep the momentum going.
The heat eased Sunday morning as a handful of archers turned out to finish their rounds. While the heat usually isn't so bad, the humidity at the ASA Classic in Coleman, Alabama usually rivals that of Metropolis. We'll see who works on that part of their game over the next month before we finish the season at the Classic. See you all there.